first, let me maybe invite Adrian and Rebecca Alvarez, who have joined us.
I'm Adrian Alvarez, and I'm 12 years old, and I'm from Florida. We liked hearing all of you speak, and we really enjoyed the pictures that Emma showed, especially the Siamese crocodile. We also agree with Peter about the coronavirus left us a profound connection with others. We think that turning consciousness into action means to put our ideas and determination into action, to be able to help in the current problems and in activities to prevent them in the future. We believe that the people that the world needs right now are those capable of reacting with determination to problems, giving the best of themselves, and even exceeding their own limits to help others. There's an important group of society that wants to form part of this process, and that group is us, children. In the near future, we will be the adults, and we will continue the projects that you start today. But we don't want to wait that long to start working hand in hand with you. We know what is happening, and we want to help. We have great ideas, but we don't have the tools to implement them. That is why we need you. We can be a great team. We are children. We are awake. And we are conscious of what is happening. And from our hearts, we have created a plan to take action.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Alvarez and I'm 10 years old. Something that I've noticed is that whenever I try to explain to my friends about the Earth Charter is that they don't listen or simply they don't care because they think that's an adult thing. Well, I think we should create a space where children can feel like they're part of the Earth Charter. A space where they can learn how to protect their community and the planet. Meanwhile, they learn how to become leaders of the future. The idea my brother and I had is to make kids around the world making groups led by an adult that has fun activities that shows them about the Earth Charter, about community service, how to become a leader of the future, and how to love and protect nature. As you see, us children have ideas. We want to put them in action. And we are counting on you to help us make this world a better place.
Thank you.
Thank you, Adrian and Rebecca. Thank you for joining us today and for being here. We invite you to stay on. What do you think each one of us can do to help the world become a better place?
We think that everyone should treat everyone the same and with love, because if everyone works together, that just makes everything run smoother. And if everyone's friends with each other, there's no danger. So we think everyone needs to be kind with each other.
Wow. That's wonderful. I mean, that summarizes everything that we have been trying to say in so many technical words. You know, and I think it takes us back to the beginning when Oren Lyons, when he said one of their values, fundamental values, is do no harm. Do no harm. Do no harm to the environment. Do no harm to nature. Do no harm to your neighbor. And do no harm to yourself. Thank you so much, Adrian and Rebecca.
So powerfully like you. It's amazing. And because we also have technology, you know, we can see you. You're talking to people all over the world right now, and we can hear how articulate and how you understand what's happening to the world. When I was a kid, I wanted to speak to adults to remind them that what they were doing was for future generations, and who represent future generations, their own children. And now I'm a mom, and I believe this even more. When we went to Rio in 1992 to speak to the world representatives, we went there as a conscience. We called ourselves a conscience. And so coming to this word, conscience and this Earth Charter sentence that we're using, turning conscience into action, I think that this is such a powerful role for young people, is to remind adults what it's all about, to reconnect with, what is most important to us, which is our children. I still think that we need to make that connection, and young people today all over the world are coming into this consciousness. They're using their message as a conscience to try to get the rest of us to take action. And what the Earth Charter is doing, Marianne's talking about values. What the Earth Charter really had to be developed as kind of a new set of values, as the world's values had turned into being about greed and just extreme capitalism. And so the Earth Charter had to develop as a different set of values, because we had this culture of greed. And so we're still countering that. And I think how we turn values into action is through practice. And so these are through the tools that Earth Charter is creating, like Earth Charter Assess, these kind of practices, because once upon a time, all cultures had practices that made us sustainable. We had all kinds of cultural teachings that taught us to respect the earth. That we don't have those anymore because of a whole bunch of reasons. But the Earth Charter as an infrastructure for that now is transforming into the practice. So I just wanted to say that I think that you two, Adrian and Rebecca, are amazing, and you're representing this transformation that we're seeing, this change in consciousness, and this call for transforming conscience into action. And you are a conscience. We need young people to remind us what it's all about more than ever today. So thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
And thanks so much, Adrian and Rebecca, for being with us.
Wonderful. So I'm going to close the session today and thank each one of you for being here with us today, either through Zoom or through YouTube. People from different regions and countries. But as Orenline said, we are connected with a similar shared vision and with the heart. We feel the interdependence. I want to thank our guest speakers for enlightening us with your wisdom, with your words of inspiration. And also just want to end by saying that I think our biggest challenge nowadays is really to empower the new generation. Our challenge is really to find and bring in the new generation of visionaries, of leaders. You could say that the world has a crisis of leadership, of ethical leadership. And therefore, I think the Earth Charter movement and everybody who's working in the movements of social change and transformation, to acknowledge the importance for us to find and empower this young generation, or new generation of ethical leaders, young leaders who are bold enough to take this vision and move forward with it. So let me close by saying, let's turn our conscience into action for a thriving Earth.